here I'm at Oxnard. I'm actually putting in at the wrong place. I'm putting in at the place where the trailer boat's put in, and I've just been told there's a free parking place just around the corner, and about ready to go. First time out in Oxnard, and I'm hoping it's going to be fun. Bye bye. Well, this is the Oxnard Rowing Club, and looks like quite a nice setup. Hi. Yeah, rowing in London, the boat club was underneath a pub, and we had to carry the boats out all the way down to the Thames, called the Duke's Head pub in London. It was always nice to get back to the boathouse, so get a pint of London beer from the local brewery.
And the water yes, the water is a flowing by us, and the sun is, and the sun is, and the sun is a shining on us. We're rolling, yes, we're rolling, yes, we're rolling.
So, Oxnard is up the coast from Los Angeles and Malibu, and down the coast from its sometimes thought of as smarter brother, cousin, Ventura. Oxnard's marina is beautiful. Lots of houses here. Some of them, I'm sure, second homes from people from Los Angeles. And an up-and-coming place, to the extent, obviously, causes, as always, a little bit of friction from local people as house prices rise and they can't afford to buy property in the area that they've lived in, the families have lived in for a long time. So it's definitely a destination which is on the up. Hi. Very calm water here. It must be a great place to learn how to paddleboard, especially if you're as balance challenged as I am. Well, still at Oxnard, and to the wonderful chorus of sea lions, which you can hear. I had one a minute ago catching fish right next to me and showed it to me as if he was having fun, or she was having fun.
Yes, we're rolling. Yes, we're rolling on down the river. And the water is, yeah, the water is a flowing by. And the sun is, yes, the sun is a shining on us. Yes, we're rolling on down the river, and the water is, yes, the water is a flowing by us, and the sun is a shining.
I think I mentioned before in one of my other videos, one of the last times I rode I nearly killed someone. Wasn't entirely my fault. We were rowing what's called the heads race, which is a long river race, usually done in the winter time, long distance in a coxless scull, which meant I was steering. And right on the finish line, which was a long jetty, some guy in a motorboat decided he was coming in just as we were finishing the race. And of course that pushed me against the wall closer than I wanted to be, and our oars went sliding along the wall and we capsized in January, I think it was, on the River Thames. It was freezing, and I managed to get out, but unfortunately my partner had his feet caught in his shoes and his fingers were so cold and numb he couldn't get them out, and I had to go back under the water and pull his feet out, and then we got some help from the bank. So all's well that ended well, but it was an interesting time.
Yet the water is a flowing by us, and the sun is, yes, the sun is a shining on us. We're rolling, yes, we're rolling on down the river. Yes, we're yes, we're rolling on down the river, and the water is, yes, the water is, yes, the water is